Hello friends, welcome back. Today we are going through one of the critical topics which is about what is the impact of statistical software for Lean Six Sigma professional. Specifically, the people who already got the certified but they don't have the statistical software along with them. Now there was an interesting survey which was conducted some time before to understand what is the biggest problem or what is the biggest concern that all these certified professionals are facing. And the interesting fact is that non-availability of the statistical software is coming at the one of the top three. Now in this video, I am going to help you understand what is the exactly problem, why this problem is generated and what is the solution for it if you are going to see that into the coming future. So let's begin. Let's understand in detail about this problem. So this problem comes into the category of lack of resources. This is specifically non-availability of the statistical software. Now first let's understand what are the impact of this non-availability of the statistical software. It impacts the data analysis accuracy. That means working professionals will not go into the detail to understand what is exactly happening into that process or whether the data collected is effective or not. It also delays the informed decision making because there is no availability of the data or analysis to take the strong actions. It also slows down the Lean Six Sigma implementation by impacting the morale of the employees. If we talk specifically related to the working professionals who got certified by Lean Six Sigma, we can see there is a deterioration in knowledge and expertise which is getting started due to the lack of practice. Lean Six Sigma is a knowledge that needs to be put in practice. If you are not going to put that in practice, after a certain time, let's say for example after 6 months, you will be having the doubt about the selection of the tools. It also reduces the opportunities to gain proficiency in essential analytical tools. It also limits the exposure to industry standard practices. Let's say for example, if you are going to talk about the recent trend about the artificial intelligence, machine learning, and at that point of time, if you don't have the availability of the statistical software, it is also limiting your knowledge. It also restricts the opportunity to lead the data-driven projects because you don't have the statistical software to do the analysis. If we want to summarize the impact of this non-availability of the statistical software, it creates the challenges in staying competitive in the job market. Now, if you want to go into the detail and understand how this problem is got created, here is answer for this. The focus during the Lean Six Sigma training and certifications is only on the certifications, and the 30-day trial of statistical software considered as enough because the goal is like we are just going to complete the one project by using the statistical softwares. But the value of statistical software begins after you complete your training. This is about the problem. Now let's talk about the solution part of it. How to get the best, easy and affordable resource or statistical software. So here I am going to introduce about the statistical software SigmaXL. There are multiple reasons to recommend this SigmaXL statistical software. Now let's go into the detail and understand what are they. First, it is an Excel add-in statistical software. So that's why it is very easy to learn and use into the real life. This statistical software is excellent because of its user friendliness. This is with simple and effective interface. It also contains the detailed help menu for the selection of tools, how we are going to apply that into the real life, and what is the interpretation of the results. This statistical software is again the easiest option to generate the report and to copy your output wherever it is needed. It is the most capable to handle all types of data and do the effective analysis in day-to-day life. It is the best resource to complete your Lean Six Sigma projects as well as use it for daily analysis. The unique ability of this statistical software, it consists of the both Lean and Six Sigma tools. So you can use the Lean and Six Sigma tools and templates by using this statistical software. For this statistical software, we are also getting the dedicated support with 1 year of free upgrade. It is the most affordable statistical software with lifetime access. That means we need to pay one time and it will be available for us with lifetime. This statistical software also comes with 30 days of free trial. You can download and test this statistical software by visiting the link mentioned into the description section. Now, as I am discussing about the solution part of it, what is the next step that I have taken? I have added this SigmaXL software to our Lean Six Sigma intensive programs. That means the working professional who don't have the statistical software to practice their knowledge, they can enroll into the Lean Six Sigma program along with the statistical software. For limited time, we are sharing the significant portion of the pricing because it is clubbed with our intensive programs to help the working professionals. Now let's understand the capability of the statistical software with the help of one example. Let's take an example that you don't know what is the best graphical tool that you want to use. So in this video, I am going to answer this question in very detail. What is the question? What graphical tool should I use? There is a graphical tool selection guide which is available into the SigmaXL, which asking you what is the type of data that you are having, what is the purpose of the graph, and based on that, what are the graphical tools that you can use. After selection of the correct tool, you just need to go for the analysis. Now, let me explain you with the help of examples so it will be very clear to you. Let's take an example. You work for a shampoo manufacturer and need to ensure that the caps of your bottles are being fastened properly. If fastened too loosely, they may fall off during the shipping. And also there is a problem if fastened too tightly because they may be hard for your customers to open, especially in the shower. Now, you collect a random sample of bottles and test the amount of torque that is required to remove the caps. Let's say for example, our target torque value is 18. Now the question is, use the appropriate graphical tools to evaluate how close your samples were to the target value of 18 and whether the data follows the normal distribution. Now let's go to the SigmaXL and understand how that SigmaXL statistical software is going to help us during this analysis. This is the interface of the SigmaXL statistical software, and you can see that there are two tabs which are getting added into the menu. One is SigmaXL and other is when you want to work on the chart tools, that is the SigmaXL chart tools option. For the example that we have discussed, we can see this is a data. The column A talks about the torque which is required to open the caps of the bottles, and the column B talks about the machine on which the torque is getting applied. Let's say we are completely new to the graphical tools and we don't know what is the graphical tool that we need to use in this situation. So go to the SigmaXL. After that, we can see there is a very comprehensive help menu which is present. Once you click on the help, you can see there is a detailed list of help topics that are coming in front of you. Now, if you see what is the concern that we want to see now, it is what graphical tools should I use? If you bring the cursor on this topic, we can see there are two important subtopics which are coming ahead. One is about graphical tool selection guide and second one is about summary of SigmaXL graphical tools. Now let's first understand what is this graphical tool selection guide. Click on that. After selecting this option, we can see there is a detailed window which is getting opened, which is asking you what is the type of data that we are having and what is the purpose of the graph. Based on that, it is giving us a suggestions which graphical tool that we can use. Let's say in this example, our data is continuous and we are interested for the distribution. Now here, based on that, we can see multiple tools are available. Let's say for example, if you want to go for the histogram and descriptive statistics, we can click on this option, or we can select the histogram and process capability. Let's say we want to see the histogram and descriptive statistics. So select this option and click OK. After that, the window for the selection of the data will get open. Click on the use entire data table. So you can see the automatically entire data table is got selected. Now click next. After that, it is asking for what is your Y and X is. As we are interested into the torque, so we can click on the torque and click on numerical data variables. So the torque is getting added as a Y variable. By default, we can say the normal curve is there, and we can also see that that is our requirement. We want to see whether data is normally distributed or not. We can also use the same X's and Y's as a default selection. Confidence level is also 95% as a default, so keep that default setting as it is. If you want to add the title for this graph, just click on the add title and we can add here as a histogram and descriptive statistics. After adding the chart title, click OK and then click OK. So you will be getting the detailed results that is explaining histogram, whether the data is distributed normally, and along with that we will be also getting the detailed statistical analysis of it. We can see the count are 68, mean is 21.2, standard deviation is 6.4, range is 27, minimum value is 10, and the maximum value is 37. We can also see there is a 25th, 50th and 75th percentile, which are respectively 16, 20 and 24.75. We can also see the Anderson-Darling normality test value, which is coming as 2.035. So this is also indicating that whether our data is normally distributed or not. Now in this data we can see the mean is 21.26, which is more than the target value that we are looking for. During the data we had seen that the data is coming from the two machines. Now if you want to understand whether there is a problem with one of the machines, then instead of doing the entire analysis again, we can just click on the recall SigmaXL dialog. After that, it is bringing us to the previous window. Now in this window, we can add the group category. Let's say for example, if you want to add the machine, we can click on the machine and add it as a group category. Now the entire graphical analysis will be done for each machine separately. Just click on the OK, and now we can see there is a histogram and descriptive statistics for two machines which is shown separately. Great. Now we can see the details for the machine 1 are here and the details for the machine 2 at the bottom side of the machine 1. Now if you see here, what is the mean value? The mean value for the machine 1 is 18.66, which is very close to the target value. But if you see, that is for the machine 2, which is 24.18. So we can clearly see that there is a problem with the machine 2. So in this video, I have just taken the one example to help you to understand how we can use the SigmaXL to do the effective analysis. One more thing, there is another option that we had seen under the help menu. What graphical tool should I use, and summary of the SigmaXL graphical tools. So if you click on that, we can see that there is an entire summary of the graphical tools that is coming in front of us. So this is a comprehensive guide which talks about summary of SigmaXL graphical tools. You can just rotate this. It talks about which is the tool that we are looking for, what is that tool, when to use that tool, that means what is the type of data for which it is applicable, in which situation we are going to use that tool, and where is the location of that tool into the SigmaXL. Let's say for example, as we have discussed about the histogram we had seen. Now what is a histogram? It is a tool that displays one variable with the data center, spread, shape and outliers. When to use it? When we are having the y as continuous and x as discrete or categorical. If you want to see the situation in which we are going to use this tool, we can clearly see summarize large amount of data to get the feel of the data and to compare actual description to customer specifications. Now if you want to see where is the location of this tool into the SigmaXL, we can see there are multiple locations in which we can locate this histogram. This is all about the impact of statistical software on the working professionals and how they can overcome these situations. I have also explained with the help of practical example how the SigmaXL is most effective and affordable statistical software. At the end of this video, if you have found this information useful, please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for your valuable time and see you in the next video.